Let's eat. Digestive system, anatomy of the digestive system, chapter 13 in first edition. It's super simple. What's it do? That's what we almost start with these systems. Digestive system is all about nutrition, taking in nutrition, carbs, proteins, lipids, yeah, some nucleic acid, both animal and plant sources, but it's such a minimal amount as far as nutritional value that we're just going to talk about carbs, proteins, lipids. That's what we're going to focus on. Carbs, proteins, lipids. Ingesting those, breaking them down both physically and chemically, absorbing them into the bloodstream, transporting them, particularly to the liver, for processing, and using those raw materials from the nutrients primarily to make energy, glucose being the primary source of energy, but also allowing cells to build other things, like in particular building proteins through the process of protein synthesis. So anatomically, need to know how to run the GI tract from mouth, which is the opening surrounded by a sphincter, kissing muscle, orbicularis oris, remember, winking muscle, orbicularis oculi, orbicularis oris, oral cavity, what the layperson would call the mouth, an anatomist would call, or a healthcare professional, the oral cavity. So you need to be able to run the GI tract. Oh, and look at this. Digestive system, how many divisions? Woo! 2. It's got a GI tract, gastrointestinal tract, which is about a 10-meter long tube from mouth to anus, also called the alimentary canal. And it has accessory organs, six, count them, six accessory organs. You need to know those. First, run the GI tract. Page 160 and 161 from the mouth and oral cavity through the rectum, anal canal, and anus. And then know those 6 accessory structures. And I always do them in the same order. Recommend that you do too. Superior to inferior. So in the oral cavity, teeth, tongue, salivary glands, TTS, teeth, tongue, salivary glands. Then liver, gallbladder, pancreas, LGP. So TTS, LGP, TTS, LGP, teeth, tongue, salivary glands, liver, gallbladder, pancreas. And the pancreas has both an exocrine and an endocrine function. You need to review the difference between exocrine glands. They have ducts. Sounds like D-U-C-K-S, but it's D-U-C-T-S. Endocrine glands don't. Exocrine glands secrete through that duct into tubular organs, usually, like salivary glands and the pancreas and the gallbladder that secrete into the gastrointestinal tract or the alimentary canal. Endocrine glands secrete into the interstitial space, build up a diffusion gradient, and those substances like insulin, glucagon, thyroid hormone, they will diffuse into the bloodstream for circulation throughout the body to their target cells or target organs. Pancreas has both an exocrine and an endocrine function. Exocrine function from the pancreatic islet cells, insulin and glucagon, maintaining the homeostatic balance of blood glucose. Exocrine function, endocrine function, insulin, glucagon. Exocrine function of the pancreas, all 3 digestive enzymes. Pancreatic amylases digest carbohydrates. Pancreatic proteases digest proteins. And pancreatic lipases break down fats. Structure of the small intestine and of the alimentary canal. You need to know the the layers: mucosa, submucosa, muscularis layer, rule of two again, two muscle layers, an intercircular layer and an outer longitudinal layer of visceral muscle that creates peristalsis, the wave-like motion that moves the partially digested or digested food along for absorption. And then outside of the small intestine, the intestines in general, the GI tract in general, a serosa. Small intestine has three identifying characteristics. Remember, things are shaped the way they're shaped because of what they do. So villi, simple columnar cells with microvilli on them, and circular folds. All of those modifications increase surface area without having to increase the length or the diameter of the tube. It's really ingenious engineering. And then know the distinguishing characteristics of the large intestine, bottom of page 163, as well as figure 13.4 on 164 in first edition of Super Simple. Hostra, Taenia coli, and epiploic or omental appendages. So that's digestive system anatomy. And we will see you next time. Till then, be well, stay healthy. Kraus out.